What is up, YouTube? My name is Eben, and we have combined our Aurora Blast and Brilliant Thunder theme decks, finally. And now we will see what these two theme decks combine to make so that we can start our theme deck Thursday adventure. And first we kept our two Articunos, because that kind of felt, well, true to the deck, and it's going to help us with our theme of energy searching and thinning our deck out in the early part of this project, which is pretty important. His Find Ice is pretty much the crucial attack here, but Freezing Wind is nice for 100 damage as well. We're also running our two Heliolisk, of course, from our Brilliant Thunder Heliolisk deck. His Parabolic Charge can be used for any energy type, which is very nice and helps us go get the energy of the right type to power up whatever we might have handy. But we could also have access to his Quick Attack, which is not bad, 60 or 90 damage, depending on the coin toss. We've also got two Helioptiles. I cut one because we really only need the two. And we got some, we definitely have Pokemon Fan Club to go search them out, so we're just opting for two Helioptiles to get to Heliolisk. We're of course running our Salamence. In many ways, I feel like this is kind of what we're going to be working toward, is building up to this guy, trying to get his Shatter, Power Howl, and Steam Blast attacks going pretty consistently. So we're just running the one copy because that's all we've got so far. We've got our two Shelgons, of course, and I went ahead and opted for all three Bagons just because I feel like we're going to be running more in time, so there's no point in cutting them early and then just adding them back in. We don't have a lot of trainers as yet that are really worth running, so we've got room for more Pokemon. This will help us consistently get our Salamence up. I actually opted to keep our two Rapidash. The free retreat was very nice, and the spread damage and a little bit of stalling we can get from this Pokemon is enough, I think, to justify its presence, at least for now, and it's not very heavy on needing its own energy type, which is another plus, as this is going to be a three-color deck, at least in the beginning. And we do have our two Ponytas to support those two Rapidashes. Our other fire Pokemon is going to be Victini. His Me First to draw us a card will be very useful in the early game, so he's a great starting Pokemon. And Cybolt could potentially put in some work buying us a turn or two. So he's another nice addition that we have access to. We also are running our Pidgeot. We have Evosoda and Wally and Winona, all of which can very easily get us to Pidgeot pretty quickly. So even though it's not the most exciting attacker, it's not super heavy on its energy needs. And like I say, Winona helps us get to Pidgeot very quickly. So in the early part of this project where we're just looking for some power, it's going to be the way to go. We've got two Pidgeotos. And we cut some of our Pidgeys, so now we've only got the two, because like I say, we've got Pokemon Fan Club, and we even have an Ultra Ball, so plenty of ways to go get that. And of course, Winona can just get us Pidgey, Pidgeotto, and Pidgeot all in a row. We're also running our one Swellow, because he's easy to power up. His Delta Plus could well be very nice, might pick up an extra prize or something there. So we are opting for that guy. And we're just going to go ahead and run the two Talos to try to help support him and get him out. That's our Pokemon lineup, and that is a lot of Pokemon. But combining our two starter decks, I mean, we're kind of working with limited options. Our supporters, we've run all three of our Pokemon fan clubs. Not because we necessarily want to play it 3 times, but remember, we don't have Professor Sycamore or anything like that. So we're trying to make sure that we can get access to this card early to help us thin through our deck and get consistent starts. So we're running 3 to try to get it early. We are running our one copy of Winona. This will help us search out all those colorless Pokemon, our Pidgeot and Swellow lines. Once again, more deck thinning, and just the ability to help ensure that we can get up some kind of an evolution we can start dishing out some damage with. We're of course running our two Tiernos because it's just straight up simple draw power, which is something we're definitely going to need so that we can hit those particular few cards that can help us put on some offensive pressure in this deck. We're running Steven. We have not a whole lot of supporters, and energy searching will also be nice. So this guy is definitely going to help us ensure that the next turn will be a quality turn. So he is definitely worth running here. We're also running Wally. This should go without saying with so many evolutions, really. This guy was definitely a keeper. And of course, he can also evolve them without having to wait a turn. So that can help us keep higher HP Pokemon on the field and not be quite as vulnerable to our opponent's attacks. We also fit in 2 of our Pokemon Center ladies. This will help us in the early game kind of keep things alive, and this will help Salamence quite a bit. Especially with a 4 energy retreat, we don't want to have to run away with Salamence if we can just heal them up and cure status this way instead. So that's why we're opting for those, at least for now. Item-wise, we are running all 4 of our Professor's Letter. We get 3 colors, so we definitely want to make sure we can get the right color at the right time, and Salamence needs 2 different colors. And like I've been saying, this is one more way we can thin our deck out. That is, pull more cards out of it so that we're more likely to get the other things that we might need. So we are definitely opting for 4 Professor's Letter. It's among the little bit of consistent ways to go through our deck that we've got. We also have our 1 Ultra Ball. We're definitely going to run that. Obviously, this is just going to get us our missing links in our evolution to get what we need to get where we need to go. And same argument goes for Evo Soda. It's a Wally that makes us wait a turn, but it's an item, which is nice. We have plenty of things to evolve with it, so that card's definitely not going to hurt. We're going to go ahead and run our 1 Roller Skates as well, just because even though it may or may not even work, it's some form of card drawing that we do have access to, so we are going to run it. We're also running Switch. We'd rather not pay our retreat costs if we can avoid it, and this might do some cool tricks with Rapidash if we have to, so that'll be interesting. And our last item is we're running Startling Megaphone. A little bit of interference for our opponents. This could be useful. This might buy some turns, might blow away some muscle bands and things like that. Energy-wise, we did run our 1 Double Dragon energy for Salamence, obviously. Hopefully this will come in handy for him. And we got a lot of energy searching, but we still want to run enough energy that we can get what we need for what we've got. We have 7 fire energies here. And we're running, it's going to be 6 water energies, because those are our 2 main energy types. And we're running 2 lightning or electric energies, mainly because the only Pokemon who needs it is the Heliolisk, and he doesn't even need it for the main attack we're going to be using, which is his Parabolic Charge. But just in case we do want to opt for his quick attack, at least for now, we want to have the ability to do that. And so we can use Steven or Professor's Letter to go get these and theoretically attack if we need to that way. So that's the plan, anyway. And that is the deck. We will be making changes week by week based on our playtesting, and we'll let you know how we did with that. And until next time, like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter if you haven't already, and I will see you next time.